Welcome everyone to the SERL Domino's Pizza Truck Series Season 2, Race 22 at Dover International Speedway, or as others like to call it, the Monster Mile. This is a 1-mile concrete oval, and this is actually the last concrete race for all three series, and this is the first triple header since Kentucky Season 2, Race 14. And I mentioned the Monster Mile, well, outside the racetrack, uh, there is a huge sculpture of a monster, and that monster is named Miles. And Miles the monster is going to eat up, chew, and spit out several trucks. Don't believe me? Go watch last season's event. We saw several crashes, and I think all of them were multi-car incidents, and we had several DNFs and several drivers that finished not on the lead lap. And to me, I think we will see very similar things this time around. But I do think that we could have longer green flag runs. Like last season, it was kind of like caution after caution after caution until the very end of the race, where we had a somewhat of a long green flag run. Also, last season, we saw a whole bunch of comers and goers. One lap you could be leading, the next lap you can be 10th. Why is that? Well, I think that Dover International Speedway is a one-groove racetrack, and that one groove is on the bottom, so I think that everyone on the starts and restarts will be fighting for the bottom, and that could also get pretty hectic. And also, lap traffic, I think could really be a huge interference today than what it has been in the past few weeks. So watch out for that as well. And also, this was the race where one season ago, Garrett Senor and Charles Belding left this race coming out alive, finished great, and those two drivers would eventually be 1-2 in the point standings after the finale last season. Now, this time around, it's a little different. It's Garrett Senor, who last week is coming off he has a lot of momentum because he led every single lap and won last week's race at Lucas Oil, and that allowed him to grab the points lead, something that he did not do last season. So this is the first ever time that Garrett Senor is leading the points lead, and last season he started, I think, right around here. So I think that he definitely knows how to start in the back and finish up front. His closest competitor in the point standings is the 82 of Club Crafton, who came into that race leading the point standings, but he just had not a great finish, finished around 20th, and that's why he is second place in points. And there are actually, but it's not just these two. There's actually a total of 5 drivers that have a mathematical shot of winning this championship as of right now. But to me, realistically, it's Garrett Senor and Club Crafton. The other 3 drivers, Mason Jefferson, Abe Troxell, but Crafton, they are going to have to stay out of trouble and hope that something bad happens to both Garrett Senor and Club Crafton if they're going to have any shot of closing in. And also, next week we head to Talladega, and so I think what everyone wants to do is that they want to leave this race with a lot of momentum and a lot of points. So that way, if they have a bad week at Talladega, they can at least have a comfortable lead. And anyway, now let's get these trucks rolling off for a total of 40 laps. Here is the starting lineup. So on the pole, capturing his 4th career pole of the season, Lonnie Mills Jr. Ben Braley starts alongside of him. And as we go through the rear of the field, I want to give 3 drivers a mention. And 2 of them are Garrett Senor and Club Crafton, 29th and 20th, and in between them is the 0-2 of Ian Saunders. Now, a season ago, Ian Saunders won this event. This would be his first career. That would be his first career win ever in an SERL event, and I felt like that win was the start of what would be more success into the Year 2 series. He has been pretty decent in the American Ethanol Series, and last week's race in the Hot Wheels Cup Series at Auto Club, he made a last lap pass to capture his first career victory. So a lot of good is happening for Aiden Saunders right now. Anyway, coming out of turn number 4, Lonnie Mills Jr. and Ben Braley lead us to the green flag. So here we go down into turns 1, 2. I think an early caution under this type of racing is expected. And Eric Almenhart is now up behind Lionel Jr. And here comes the 11 of Kyle Kaminsky. Matt Hoshkis are here, making it 3 wide for 3rd place. Turn number 4. I think turn 4 is one of the trouble spots, but it looks like that we got through the first lap clean and green. Eric Almenhart now goes up for the lead. Kyle Kaminsky is still in 3rd place. Big Crafton are here. Dale Scott. Dale Scott is one of 5 drivers that are hoping to have a mathematical shot of possibly winning this championship, because after this race, we'll probably eliminate some drivers here. And behind them, not Dale Scott, Luke Walker here. Ooh, and Connor Breen, and I think Jim Kelly and LJ Mills got some damage. Yeah, Jim Kelly, it looks like his day might be over. Oh, another spin. Mason Jefferson, 3rd place in points. He did not need this at all. Well, there we go. Another crash. Daniel Wills off the bumper of Johnny Worf. Johnny Worf right in front of William Bedford and Payne Keys. But for Garrett Sinor and Club Crafton were able to get out of that. Were able to get out of that mess. So we had 3 crashes all within 1 lap. It looks like Philip Goldberg in the 35. It looks like he might. Okay, he was just stuck on the apron. And it looks like that a couple drivers will be out of the race, and Eric Almenhart continues to lead. Let's take a look and see what happened. You'll understand why I'm using the helicopter view in just a second. So coming off of turn number 4, I think Luke Walker just comes down the racetrack into Connor Breen. Yep, I think that's pretty much what happened here. And they get together, and they go right down into the inside wall. And right here, you'll see Ian Sars and Justin Thomas actually make some contact right here. Justin Thomas goes back up into the outside wall, and actually, Garrettson almost gets collected in that. Jim Kelly has nowhere to go, hits the back of Luke Walker. LJ Mills got a piece of it. But for the most part, everyone did a nice job at avoiding this. Now, what happened to Mason Jefferson in the 98? Oh, I see here. He gets hooked from Abe Troxel right here, so actually the 4th place man points actually got some damage in this as well. And then right here, Abe Troxel, he holds up the field, and then real time, I think maybe Daniel Wills came down, but I think Johnny Worf also came up the racetrack. Johnny Worf comes right up, then comes out of the racetrack, and then collects William Bedford and Payne Keys. So that's all 3 crashes, and now let's go on board some drivers. Before the caution came out, I mentioned that Dale Scott is one of 5 drivers that is at risk of being mathematically eliminated from the championship. Blaine Keys is another one of those drivers, and Blaine Keys did a pretty good job at avoiding this. Let's go on board the winner from a season ago, Ian Saunders, and see if we can figure out what exactly caused this. I think Justin Thomas might have checked out from Club Crafton, and Ian Saunders couldn't react in time. No DNFs at all, so we still will have 37 drivers on the racetrack and on the lead lap. And here is the running order. So Garrett Sinor gained a couple of positions. Club Crafton, I think, lost 1 position. But with there still being 37 cars on the racetrack, things still might get as wild. And Eric Almenhart, who took the lead away from Lionel Jr. Let's see who else. What am I trying to say here? Let's see if anyone else is going to be able to challenge him. But Eric Almenhart, he got a great restart that time and is going to pull away from Lionel Jr. Kyle Kaminsky did not get a great restart at all. Right here, whoa! Oh my goodness! I think there might have been contact somewhere. And look at this. Big Crafton stuck on the high side. Dale Scott is now advancing the positions here as well. My goodness, Cameron Garland here, and Bobby Yoda in front of Charles Boyne, in front of Andrew Gorman. Not good at all. And look at this. Huge crash. It involves Johnny Worf, Connor Breen, Mason Jefferson, Jim Kelly, and Luke Walker. Aiden Saunders, last season's winner, upside down. Let's just see. Oh, Leia Walker right here. A lot of damage. She got turned somewhere. Oh my goodness, Lion Mills Jr. and Eric Almahart, they got some slight damage in that. So Lion Mills Jr. he will be our leader unless the damage is significant. And it looks like both Garrettson and Cliff Crafton were able to avoid that. So I said things might get as wild, and it looks like things got even wilder than the first wreck. And let's take a look and see what happened. What happened? Well, here's what I think happened. So Leia Walker, I think, went up into Cameron Garlington, but I think that and then those two get together, and then Leia Walker gets back up into Cameron Garlington. So I don't know if that was anger or just an accident. And then Cameron Garlington goes right up in front of Charles Belding, Leia Walker right up in front of Andrew Gorman, and then right here, this is where things start getting really ugly. So Charles Belding is on his lid. Bobby Una has nowhere to go, but then right here, watch Jimmy Johns and William Bedford. They come down the racetrack here, and Mason Jefferson and Elgin Mills they carry too much speed, and then Blaine Keys, Johnny Worth, Connor Breen also just had nowhere to go. I think Payne Keys and Kendall DeMille got out of that alive, but Jim Kelly also trying to shoot the gap. It did not work at all, and same for Luke Walker. And yeah, but what happened to Aiden Saunders? This is what happened. So Aiden Saunders, Garrett Sinner, Blaine Keys, all trying to avoid this wreck. They all go to the apron, and when you go onto the apron, at that high of a speed, you're going to go right back up onto the racing surface. And the Ansars are here. He just carries too much speed. First gets in Justin Talampas, makes contact with Garrett Sinner, right up in front of Kenny Hamlin, and Hayden Jefferson also got some slight damage. And Saunders goes over and over, right up on top of Kenny Hamlin, and he continues to flip. Now let's see what happens to Leia Walker. One went down, one decided to go up, and that's what happened right here. Elgin Mills trying to go back up on the racetrack, Leia Walker trying to go down, and that's what happened right there. Now let's go on board some drivers. Let's put our TV2 camera's focus on Charles Belding. In a season that's been mostly bad luck, Riley Smith got pretty lucky. I had this feeling that we might go on board Aiden Saunders again, but I didn't think it would be because he flipped. And this was a driver that I felt like could have had a good day, not only today, but also in the point standings, because he is 6 in points just outside that championship picture. But now all that is going to go away. We still have a lot of racing left to go, but I think Garrett Sinner deserves a shout out because he was in a really bad situation and he barely got out of it. You could say the same thing about Abe Troxell. Things just went from bad to worse for Jim Kelly. I would have thought that he might have slowed down just in time. This is something that I did not know. So, coming to the start finish line to take the caution flag, Matt Hotchkiss and Dean Orrin get together, into Ben Braley, into Dale Scott. Biff Crafton also gets collected, so we actually had another big crasher here on the front stretch. Jacob Reed did a nice job right here to slow down just in time. But what about other drivers? Okay, looks like that no one else got collected, but looks like this crash might actually take out some of the drivers that I thought could be in victory lane, but nope. With Biff Crafton up front and Garrett Sinner and Clive Crafton in the back, along with Mason Jefferson and Abe Troxel having their issues, I thought that this would have been a great day for Biff Crafton in the points lanes, but after this wreck, nope. He didn't get too banged up, so he might be all right. He might still be able to restart in the 8th position. Everyone on this list or this part of the list is officially out of the race, and we have 3 drivers restart on the inside, two laps down or less. Luke Walker, Kenny Hamlin, or Daniel Voiles. So this could really cause even more wrecks, and I have a feeling they will. Lion Mills Jr. He did get a piece of that as they were trying to slow down. So. And apparently it was enough to where he's not going to start in the back of the field, so tough break for him. Eric Almahart is still going to restart first. As you can see, many of the drivers that got involved coming to the caution, they're actually still going to restart up front. So maybe their good day isn't quite spoiled. But here we go. Eric Almahart continues to lead, and we're just going to have to keep our eye here on this pack because I'm not feeling good about this at all. Yeah, I'm not feeling good with this. Yeah, this is going to cause a lot of problems. Kenny Hamlin trying to get out of the way. But Crafton trying to get going. Look at this, Garrett Sinor here. He's in the middle of all of this. This is once again not good for him. As they are still here bunched up 2 and 3 wide throughout this field. Look at this, Club Crafton, second ways and points, right behind the 20 of Kendall Baynor, and he's falling back. Whoa. Okay, I don't know how we are all staying together, but we are. Up front is still Eric Almahart. But I'm still not feeling good with this. Whoa. Okay, things might have just gotten sorted out. Lion Mills Jr. trying to go somewhere. Eric Almahart still in the way of a couple of drivers. Kenny Hamlin, Bronco Hedgehog. Now look at this. Garrett Sinner inside the top 10. Right behind Riley Smith, Jacob Reed, and Biff Crafton. Daniel Voiles has actually done a nice job at actually keeping up with the leaders, and looks like that what could have been a mess actually didn't end up being a mess. So Eric Almahart continues to lead, and look at this battle for 3rd place. Dale Scott trying to go underneath Dean Orton. So Dale Scott, I think that this is possibly the best run he is having all season long. This driver is I think dead last in points, I believe. So, and like I said, he's one of 5 drivers trying to not get mathematically eliminated. A good performance like this will keep him from staying in contention. But anyway, up front, battle for the lead. Ben Braley in the 40. Ben Braley in the 40 has yet to win this season and has had a pretty decent season, 14 points. And looks like he will get the lead. But looks like things have sort of calmed down now. Clive Crafton now in the 11th position, trying to chase down Garrett Sinner, who's currently in the 9th position, following Biff Crafton. Riley Smith is moving up, so is Jacob Reed. Kyle Kaminsky in the 11th. He's also one of the 5 drivers trying to not get himself mathematically eliminated. As Eric Almahart now goes back up to the front, he has a lot of help from Dale Scott in the 31. Look at this, Dale Scott in the 31 trying to go underneath Eric Almahart. But this field is still overall bunched up a lot. Can Club Crafton take away a position from Payne Keys? If Club Crafton wants to take away this points lead, he's got to finish a few positions ahead of Garrett Sinor. And both drivers have done a nice job at A, avoiding the trouble, and B, getting themselves out of the trouble. When that restart occurred, I thought the both drivers would actually be in a really bad situation, but they ended up getting out of that. So Dale Scott was not able to take the lead away from the 63 of Eric Almahart. Eric Almenhart, he's in search of his third career victory, and the reason why Eric Almenhart is not higher of points is because this is a driver that has had a pretty up and down season. He has 2 victories, but I believe he's had several DNFs. But anyway, behind them right here, Garrett Sidner is getting shuffled back along with Clark Crafton. And for a moment they were actually 3 wide. Yeah, if we're gonna have a wreck, it's gonna happen right here probably. Jacob Reed in the 15, also in search of his first career victory, and this is a driver that he's actually I think he's actually picked up the pace the past several weeks, but it's still not been that great of a season. Behind them, oh, Kyle Kaminsky, Garrett Sidnor. Eric Almenhart continues to lead, but now look at this. Club Crafton now he's actually in front of Garrett Sidnor. So Club Crafton, in order for him to take away this points lead, he has to finish at least more than 4 spots ahead of Garrett Sidnor if he's gonna want to take away this points lead. As of right now, Garrett Sidnor is still a points lead, but now instead of 4 points, it's now just 2 points. And just ahead of Club Crafton, look at this, almost 3 wide. Riley Smith, Payne Keys, Biff Crafton, Jacob Reed. This is some good racing just outside of first place. Dale Scott, maybe Dale Scott is just waiting to make a move. He's not going to use it all up right now because if he uses it all up, it might be bad trouble here. Whoa. Okay, Riley Smith, he lets off just in time. These drivers are doing a nice job of keeping themselves away from the trouble. Kyle Kaminsky, he's now getting shuffled back even more. Abe Troxell in the 28, he's trying to go somewhere after getting held up by Luke Walker. By Luke Walker and a few others. Garrett Sidnor got now going underneath Kendall Waynor. Kendall Waynor, he's actually another of the 5 drivers trying to keep himself from getting mathematically eliminated. The 5th and final driver is Bobby Una, but Bobby Una, he got involved in that crash and is now out of the race. So it looks like that he will definitely be mathematically eliminated, and that's kind of tough to see because he won at Kentucky, and I thought that might help him. And I thought that could be a start in the right direction, but it just hasn't come yet. But anyway, now battle for the lead. Dale Scott, with the help of Jacob Reed, he's trying to take away this lead. Anyway, now we are mostly 2 by 2 by 2 throughout the first few rows. Oh, Biff Crafton, Payne Keys. Okay, I thought they were going to make it 3 wide. That would have been a bad move. And now look at this, Luke Walker in the 10. Oh no, this could be bad. This could be very bad. But anyway, Dale Scott, it looks like that he's finally going to be able to lead a lap. And Club Crafton, Garrett Sidnor just behind him. Now it's Kendall Minor. Ross in the 4. We've seen him in this position a few times this season, running up front, and then something happens to him. Luke Walker, he goes to the high side. Oh, it's gonna hold up Eric Almenhart and Jacob Reed. Oh no, this is not good. Not good at all. Where is Club Crafton? Oh, Club Crafton, he's actually just ahead of this. Garrett Sidnor trying to get to the bottom here to escape all this. Whoa, oh. Wow, oh wow, this is really hurting Eric Almenhart and Jacob Reed. They'll actually be outs at the top 10. Riley Smith in the 4. Whoa, but I guess 3 wide, almost 4 wide right there for a second. I thought they were thinking about it. But now our new leader is now the 31, Dale Scott, who actually, he's actually getting held over here now by Kenny Hamlin. Now our leader is now Payne Keys in 33, a driver that has yet to win the season. Last week I said that he was struggling this season. Actually, he is not. He actually just got himself into the top 10 points, and now he has a big lead. Wow, our top 2 in points are just in a mess. They just are. But anyway, now Club Crafton, he's now 3rd place in points, looking to maybe get another career victory. Garrett Sidnor now getting held up by Matt Hoschkes as they now go side by side between Jimmy Johns and Kendall Domino. And so look at this. The lap traffic has kind of changed the face of the field just a little bit. We still have been barely up front. Right behind him is Club Crafton. Biff Crafton, his brother, is following him, so it looks like Biff Crafton might actually have a very good day in points. Dale Scott now back into the top 5, but time is running out. We only have 3 more laps to go. And look at this, Club Crafton. I think he's trying to go for the win underneath Ben Braley. Biff Crafton is gonna follow him. And behind them here, oh, what happened? I think the caution's out. Is the caution out? Yes, yep, the caution is out. Payne Keys will be the winner of our race. But what happened? Dean Orton in the 74, he's pretty slow. Matt Hotchkiss, he was a lapped car, and he was in the way, and eventually got up in the way. He got in the way of not Kenny Hamlin, Kyle Kaminsky, right down into Bronk Hedgehog. Maybe Kyle Kaminsky was getting angry. Matt Hotchkiss goes hard into the outside wall. Then Dean Orton, he just has nowhere to go. Kenny Hamlin did a nice job to avoid this, along with his other drivers, LJ Mills, Blaine Keys, etc. So for Matt Hotchkiss and Dean Orton, it looks like they will not be able to finish this race, and both drivers. I felt like that before the incident where I think Matt Hotchkiss got into Dean Orton, they could have finished inside the top 5, but now that is all going to be taken away. What helped Payne Keys win this race? A lapped car held up the outside. Payne Keys goes right on by, and right here, look at where Payne Keys pulls in, because these pit stalls are assigned depending on where you qualify, and look at where Payne Keys is going to stop. He's actually, Club Crafton started 20th, so, and Payne Keys started right up ahead of him, so Payne Keys, he started 19th, had to avoid all the calamity early on, and winds up in victory lane. Pretty cool. And Club Crafton, who started 20th, finishes 2nd. Ben Braley, Biff Crafton, Kendall McNamara, Dale Scott, Garrett Sinner, Kendall DeMille, Jimmy Johns, and Justin Talapas. So the way things are right now, it looks like that Club Crafton is going to be our points leader, but I think it's either going to be a tie or 1 point. And so the closest battle between Club Crafton and Garrett Sinner is going to continue. And as we go through the rest of the field, just overall, very tough days for drivers like Ian Saunders, the defending race winner, or Cameron Garlington and Leah Walker, who could have finished inside the top 10. And I mentioned Matt Hotchkiss and Dean Orton, similar story. But especially for drivers like Mason Jefferson, who could have gained points, and he finishes 21st, and there were many other drivers that could have gotten good finishes, but lap traffic got in the way, such as Riley Smith, Eric Almerhart, yeah. So just overall, like I said in the previous show, lots of comers and goers. But anyway, I would like to thank everyone for watching this race. Next week, I said it in the previous show, and I'll say it again. We head to Talladega, the 2.66 mile super speedway, and I think that race could really shake up the championship picture. But like I said, thank you all for watching this race. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and bye.